I just got out of the shower, put my self tanner on. I already put my skincare products on, and they've been sitting for a good amount of time, so I'm gonna put on my foundation primer. And I really like Radiant foundation primers because I feel like they really make your foundation look really dewy and just kind of pull it all together. And I have more combination skin, so my skin can kind of get dry at times as well. So I use this Laura Mercier Pure Canvas Illuminating Primer, and it is amazing. Okay, since I have some self tanner on, I'm actually gonna probably have to mix some of my foundation. So I'm gonna use this NARS Sheer Glow in Fiji, and then mix it a little bit with, well, I guess I'm gonna just see how it looks, because I might just add bronzer on to it. So maybe I'll just do that first. A damp beauty blender, favorite makeup tool in the game. It's amazing. So we finished the base, foundation, and now I'm gonna go in with my Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Wear Concealer in the color 1N. And when I do my foundation, I don't put any under my eyes. I feel like it kind of messes with the color of your concealer and kind of make your eyes look darker, and the whole point of concealer is to lighten the eyes. And then I'm just going to cover up any blemishes too. And then I like to do this, I don't even know why, but I feel like it just kind of like brightens up my whole face in that little section right there. And then I like to take the excess from under my eyes and put it on my eyelids for kind of like a foundation primer. And I feel like it just makes your whole face like one color too. Whoa. I need to cover that blemish up again. I don't know why it just did that. We work with it. We are gonna work with it. Maybe because my sponge is a little bit more damp. I don't know. I also use a different side, so this side is my foundation side, and then this side is my concealer side. I'm gonna go back over. And I'm actually gonna use my finger, I think, to rub that in. It looks like it got a little bit too much, so I'm just gonna pick up a little bit of that and just put it like right here, so it looks a little bit red. I'm actually not gonna blend it in with my finger. I actually like how this beauty blender kind of blended it all in, so I think I'm just gonna leave it. Okay, now for setting powder. So I've been using a beauty blender actually to kind of like set my foundation, or set my concealer with my powder. So I'm gonna use a brush and a beauty blender. And I don't dampen the beauty blender. You could if you wanted to. It's kind of just based off of like preference, what you think feels better on your skin. So I'm gonna use the Laura Mercier translucent powder. Take some of this on a brush. Sculpt out those cheeks, honey. Sculpt them. Woo! Okay. Do one more. That side got way more than this one for some reason. I always get it like all over my whole body. So I actually leave this on for a good amount of time, just to kind of like give my face more of a contour towards the end. And then I'm actually just gonna use the brush for some reason. My skin feels a little bit more dry today, so I'm not gonna use the beauty blender. I just like inhaled so much powder. I've never done that. My nose right now feels so funny. It's because I usually don't talk while I'm doing my makeup. Whoa. jeez. Okay, and then I'm just basically putting powder on where the concealer went. Okay. And then you have to make sure to put some on your eyes, some powder if you put concealer there, because if you don't, your eyeshadow will not go on well at all. Okay, so I just kind of leave this thing that's going, it's like a little powder beard for a while, so I just kind of leave that there. And then I go to my brows. So I do this really weird thing where I like lick my fingers a little bit and then get my brows like a little bit wet from like the powder and the foundation to kind of like wipe it off. I don't know if anybody else does that, but I feel like it works really well for me, so I've done that for a while now. Then I always brush my brows before I need to trim them. I literally have to trim my eyebrows like once a week because they grow so fast. And I will literally have a unibrow within a few days if I don't do that, so we don't want that. So I mean, it might be cute. Could maybe be cute. Gonna use this Anastasia pomade with this MAC shadow brush. I have no idea what this is called. It's like worn off. I've had it for so long. And then I'm just going to outline my brows because I already have really thick brows and fill in any parts where my brows are kind of sparse. So like right here is a more sparse part on my brows, and then I go through and just kind of like outline my brows to give it more of a definition. And then of course use the same spoolie brush just to like make sure that they're getting brushed out good. You know what I mean? Nobody wants non-brushed brows. Okay. There we go. And we're gonna do this side. I literally still have powder in my nose. So another thing with brows is like you kind of want to do like hair-like strokes, especially in the front. It will help you like to not get like that really harsh line feel to your brows. It will just kind of make it look more natural. And I feel like I need a little bit more right here. Honey, I need bunches of oats. There we go. Got the brows done. I like to take my time on my brows, honestly, because I feel like brows just like shape your whole face, and if your brows don't look good, then the whole look is just like pointless. So I'm gonna use this Urban Decay Beached Bronzer in the color Bronzed, and I use the Jaclyn Hill Morphe eyeshadow brushes, and I'm gonna use some of the bronzer and put it in the middle of my crease on my eye. I use the same bronzer on my face, and I feel like it really like ties your whole face together and kind of like having the same shade and making it look, you know, more natural, even though it's still makeup. It's so funny that it's like a thing to have like natural makeup, which I do all the time, and it's like it takes you just as long to do that. Well, it takes me just as long to do natural makeup versus like going like full out. Like it literally takes the same amount of time because I try to make it look like I'm not wearing makeup as much as possible, and then I end up just taking just as long or longer anyways. Okay, I'm gonna go in with my peach palette from Too Faced, and I'm gonna put a little bit of shimmer. Well, actually just kidding. I'm gonna do a lighter color using the same Morphe brush. This is the 41 from the Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics, or I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. And then I'm gonna put some in the corners of my eyes. And I love doing this because it brightens your eyeballs. Makes the biggest difference, honestly. It's crazy. And I'm using this little corner color right here, this white peach shade. And then I'm gonna put a little bit under my brows too. Brighten up them brows. So now that we've got kind of like the base of my eyeshadow going, today I'm actually just going to add, this is kind of what I do every day, and that's the point of the video, so I wanted to show you what I do every day. So I'm just going to add a little bit of this puree brown and mix it into my crease with the bronzer. I like doing this because it just kind of like darkens my crease and makes my eyes pop a little bit more. And I like leaving my lid kind of like brighter because I feel like it just kind of like brightens your whole eyes, especially because I have brown eyes, so it kind of makes them pop more than if I just had them, you know, like a darker color. And then in the corners, I'm going to add in a little bit of a darker shade. I'm just going to use this smaller brush, and this is just going to add a little bit of something but not make it too crazy. So I'm just gonna like put it in the corners and then blend it on in. I'm not gonna leave it like that, don't worry. And then kind of blend it up too into my crease to just like tie everything together. And then I'm gonna go back through with my same kind of like buffing brush for the eyes and buff it on out. I need a little bit more. I need a little bit more of the eyeshadow on my eye. I don't even know what accent that is. Wish I did, but I have literally no idea. For eyeliner, I'm going to use this MAC Cosmetics 24-hour eyeliner. I really like the pen on it. I use this or the Kat Von D tattoo liner because I really like the pen, again, because it's like the felt, so it's a lot more just like moldable when it comes to your eyes, and you don't have to like do a specific shape. You can kind of like shape it with the lid. So I just kind of like push it against the lid and it goes into the perfect shape that I want. But I really do like this pen. It's awesome. Okay, I'm gonna go do the other eye and then I'll be right back. Okay, so once I finish my liner, I like to look at both my eyes and make sure that it's as even as possible on both sides. So I'm actually gonna add a few touch-ups. And if I ever mess up, I just get a Q-tip and wipe it off, and it works really well. So I'm actually gonna have to do that on this side. Okay, there we go. And take this brush and blend. Okay, so now I'm going to curl my lashes. This is the SHISEIDO, I think that's how you say it. It's from Sephora. It's amazing. I've had it for a few years now and I love it. Gotta curl them lashes. Okay, so I just kind of like pulse it a little bit while I'm doing it and then hold it at the end. And I actually like sleep on my face, so I have to curl my lashes because they go kind of crazy if I don't. And then this is like a big hack that I realized is switching hands when you do the other eye. So whatever eye you're on, make sure you're holding it on that same side and it'll make a really big difference. Oh my gosh, I just poked my eyeball. It's fine. It's fine. And it's literally like makes the biggest difference for your mascara, I promise. Just trust me on it. I used to not curl my lashes, and once I started doing it, I literally have never gone back. So I'm gonna use the Total Temptation by Maybelline. This isn't my all-time favorite mascara, but I like it. I'm actually gonna use a little bit of this Clarins ones first, actually, to kind of like help separate my lashes, and then use the Temptation one for a little bit more thickness. Okay, so when it comes to applying mascara, you want to like kind of look down a little bit to try to not get any on your lid. And then also I kind of like wiggle the brush a little bit, and I feel like it helps just keep your lashes separated, as well as like getting them very individually and like far down to the root too makes a big difference. It's like the really small things with makeup that when you're done, it's just like pulls everything together. And I'm gonna go in with the Total Temptation and put that over my lashes. Okay, and I got mascara on my eyelid. I usually do. It's like a miracle if I don't, honestly, because I have such long eyelashes that it's really hard to like not get it on my eyelid, but we're gonna fix it. All I do is take a Q-tip, I get it wet with my mouth, and then I just wipe it off. And it works really well. It's so weird because I got like way more mascara on my lid on this eye than I did on the other eye. But it's all good in the hood because we're gonna fix it. We're gonna fix it. Okay, I go to this eye, wipe that off, and then just kind of let them dry a little bit. And then use, okay, so this is my saving grace when it comes to making your mascara look good. It's by GLAMSQUAD, and it's this this like little eyelash brush. So I brush my lashes out and separate them from my mascara, and it makes the biggest difference. And I couldn't find any of these at Sephora, so again, GLAMSQUAD is the brand for this, and it works really well. Okay, so that is the lashes. I think they look really good. I'm gonna go back through and kind of like blend this part of my shadow again because I did get mascara on it. Okay, so now I'm gonna go through and go back to my face. I'm actually gonna take my hair out of the towel to kind of let it start air drying a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna go back through, just kind of brush off this powder. Okay, so I'm gonna go back in with the same bronzer that I used on my eyelid earlier and use this powder brush to contour my face. Okay, so now I've got the base down for that, so I'm gonna go in with this Anastasia contour palette, and I like to do the bronzer first because it kind of just like warms up your face a lot, and then I go in. I just realized that my mic was off the entire time. So basically what I did was I put some setting spray on my face, I put clear brow gel on my eyebrows, the blush, the highlighter, you saw everything that I did, and it was awesome, it was amazing. So basically when it comes to brow gel, make sure that you have brow gel because it helps your brows stay in place all day. But I'm gonna go do my hair and then come back and put some lipstick on to like tie the whole thing together, but I hate getting ready when, well, I hate doing my hair when I have lipstick on because it always gets stuck to my mouth and it drives me nuts. Now I'm going to put on some lipstick and then we're good to go. So I'm gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lip liner and then also the lipstick. It's like my favorite lipstick. It's so versatile. And is that a word? Versatile? Versatile? I don't know. And I also need to get a lip little thingy because this is basically like doesn't work, but it's amazing when it does. Well, that's gonna have to do. Okay, and then the lipstick. And I just got my lips done a few days ago. And I don't know if that episode of Day in the Life will come out before or after this video, but make sure to go watch that if you're curious as to what the process is like for lip injections. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. And yeah, literally lipstick like pulls everything together. So anyways, this is my everyday makeup look. I use a lot of the Clarins lip perfectors, I think is what they're called, on a daily basis too if I don't want to wear this or if I just want something really quick. Thank you for tuning in to my everyday makeup routine. Yeah, make sure to follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. If you have Twitter, that's about it. Then leave. Peace out. Okay.